Hey everyone, welcome back. And in this video, I thought that we would look at the specimen paper 1 that CXC provides in the technical drawing syllabus. And if you don't know, each syllabus has a specimen paper. And not only does it have a specimen paper, but they also provide you with the answer sheet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this specimen paper and then see what answers CXC would have given for the questions. Let's go. Okay, so what we're going to do is, for each question, we'll read it, go through the options, and then I'll see what answer CXC says, and I will let you know if I agree or not. All right, so let's go. Number 1. In an isometric sketch, circles and arcs will appear as segments, round smooth lines, ellipses or part of ellipses, D, round arcs without distortion. They say C, and I agree. Ellipses or part of ellipses. Number 2, which of the following instruments is used to draw irregular curves? Compass, protractor, flexicurve, or radius curve? C, flexicurve. Agreed. Number 3, which of the following drawings shows triangles of equal area between parallel lines? You have A, B, C, or D. They say A. I agree. Now, all of these questions are familiar, of course. In the drawing above, which of the following letters indicates the center of the arc, which is tangential to two circles? So this is the center of the arc. These are these two circles. Is it M, N, O, or R? They say number 4, C, which is O. Agreed. Number 5, which of the following views below shows the plan of the object illustrated in the two views above? So these are the two views, and they say the answer for number 5 is C. And I agree, but please note that there's an error. There's an error in the drawing. They have a solid line passing through, or a continuous line passing through the hidden line. So there's an error here, but the answer is C. Number 6, which of the following correctly defines the locus of a point? The calculated circumference, a point which moves and traces a path, the cutting tool attached to the lathe, a right angle triangle wrapped around a cylinder. Number 6, B. So the locus of a point is a point which moves and traces a path. So this question comes up when we have to do cycloids, etc. Number 7, which of the following circles is correctly dimensioned? So this is A, B, C, or D. And they say that number 7 is A. This is correct. This is the diameter of the circle. D looks correct, but there should be no space between the R and the 18. Number 8, the polygon shown above is a regular hexagon of side what? What is it? They say it's 8A, right? This will require a little bit of math, but once you have the diameter of the circle, then we know the distance across here and we can calculate it. So it's 8A. Number 9, the triangle illustrated above can be constructed with the use of a ruler and pencil only, a compass and protractor only, A compass, a ruler, and a pencil. A set square, a ruler, and a protractor. Number 9, C. A compass, a ruler, and a pencil. Yeah, sounds good. You'd have to construct this angle, but yes. Number 10. Which of the following is a view of a right triangular pyramid? A right triangular pyramid. So these are the answers here. And they say number 10 is C. C. A very common question again. Which of the following represents the correct procedure for bisecting an angle of 90 degrees? You can see them here. They have number 11B. B would be correct. So they constructed the 90-degree angle and then they bisected it to get 245s. Number 12. Which of the following represents the plan of the drawing above? So this is the drawing, and which one represents the plan? They say that the answer for number 12 is B. B as in boy. Okay, yeah, I have to agree with it. Number 12, B for boy. Number 13, which of the following patterns could be folded to form a truncated square prism having no cover or base? So you're folding it to form a truncated square prism with no cover or base. These are the options. They say that the answer is 13. Okay, 13 sorry, not 13. The answer is A. Sorry. The answer for number 13 is A, and A makes sense. If you fold this up, you can see the square prism where it is truncated, and there's no top or bottom. Number 14, which of the following drawings shows a rectangle equal in area to a triangle? Very interesting question and very common. They say that the answer to number 14 is C, and I agree. Right. Number 15. Which pictorial view below is represented by the orthographic views shown above? So these are the views here. So you want to know which of these is this. We have a front elevation and a plan. They say number 15 is B. I have to agree. I have to agree with them. Yes, number 15B. Number 16, the purpose of the construction above when completed is to, so this is the construction here. Number 16A, to draw a tangent to the circle from A. Yes, this is correct. The next step would be to draw a line from A to, well, passing through C. Number 17, in the diagram above, the angle EFH is, they say it's a 90-degree angle, and I agree this is a right angle triangle. Number 18, a cube with an edge of 80 millimeters is to be drawn in oblique projection. The length of the receding lines in millimeters should be, this is number 18, they say D, 40, that's correct. This would be cabinet oblique. You draw the receding lines half length. Which of the following is a true elevation of the drawing shown above? Okay, so this is a drawing here. This is the drawing. They want to know which of these is a true elevation of this drawing. Number 19, A. A looks correct. B is almost correct, but it has an error. And it's not C or D. So number 19, A. Number 20, which of the following illustrates the normal of an ellipse? So you have some ellipses here. Number 20, they say it's D. And the normal would be perpendicular to the tangent. So yeah, correct, D. 21, the spiral of Archimedes is defined as a plane curve generated by a point on a taut chord as it is unwound from the perimeter of a polygon. The path generated by a point which revolves uniformly about a pole and has a uniform motion away from it. A plane curve generated by the path of a point on the perimeter of a wheel as the wheel travels on a straight track. The path generated by a point traveling in a place such that the difference of its distance from two foci is constant and equal to the transverse axis. Now I have forgotten what the question was. The question was the spiral of Archimedes. Number 21, they say it is B. The path generated by a point which revolves uniformly about a pole and has a uniform motion away from it. So it's kind of like a spiral. And B makes the most sense to me. 21B. 22, which of the following patterns can be folded to form a square prism with an oblique top? So we have A, B, C, or D. A and B, based on my observations, are definitely out. Let me not suggest anything. 22, D. Again, this makes sense. So this is the bottom here, the bottom flap. And if you fold these two, the top of this square prism would be oblique. So 22D. 23, the diagram above illustrates the construction of a okay, so this is the diagram here. A circle tangential to two converging lines. The tangent from a point outside a given circle. Circle tangential to two lines at right angles. The tangent to a circle at a point and its circumference. 23C. Yeah, C is definitely it. It's a circle, so this is the curve of the circle here, and it's tangential to two lines. 24. The construction used in designing the bending jig illustrated above was that for obtaining a tangent joining two arcs, common internal tangent, tangent to two equal circles, tangent from a point outside the circle. 24A, tangent joining two arcs. That makes sense. So this is the first arc here, and this is the second arc, and this is an external tangent to be specific, touching them. 25. The point at which the bisectors of the angles of a triangle meet is the center of two given circles, the ascribed circle, the inscribed circle, or the common tangent. Number 25C, yep, it's the center of the inscribed circle. Yep, that's correct. 25C. 26. The type of projection illustrated above is oblique, first angle, isometric, or third angle. 26. They say it is A, and we agree. This is oblique. 27. Which of the following is true of the construction above? IJKF, so IJKF is half the area of EFGH. EFGH is equal in area to IJKF. EFGH is half the area of IJKF, or IJKF is twice the area of EFGH. This is number 27, and they say the answer is B. B is EFGH is equal in area to IJKF. I know that IJKF is twice as tall, for sure. So if they are equal in area, it means that EF is twice as long as FK. But the answer is B. B. 28. The ANSI, BS, and ISO regulations used in technical drawing are referred to as local codes, building codes, regional standards, international standards. 28. The answer is D, international standards. These are international standards. 29. When sketching pictorial figures, one should first sketch circles, draw all straight lines, construct parts separately, construct a box to hold the figure. 29. Yes, the answer is D. I don't always do it, but it's the correct thing to do. Construct a box to hold the figure. 29D. 30. Which of the following surfaces is developed in the shape of a T by unfolding or unrolling? A shape of a T. A square pyramid, a triangular prism, a rectangular box with lid, a hexagonal truncated prism. Number 30, they say it is C, and I agree. Number 30, C. 31, the construction above shows how to draw a parallelogram equal in area to a given triangle. If EF, so this is EF, if EF is 30, then X is, I love this question, they say X is B, which is 15, and that would be correct. Anytime quadrilateral, like a rectangle or a parallelogram, shares the same base as a triangle, and it is half the height. If the quadrilateral is half the height of the triangle, then they have the same area. So that answer makes sense. 32. The diagram above shows the method of finding the center of an arc with radius r, which is tangential to two straight lines meeting at right angle, two straight lines meeting at any angle, a line and a circle, a straight line. Number 32, B. Yep, it's two straight lines meeting at any angle. 33. The diagram above is to be reproduced in third angle projection. On what views can the distance x be seen? So this is the diagram here. A, top and front. B, top and right side. C, front and left side. Or D, front and right side. Number 33B. Yep, the top and the right side. 34. The sides of the square QRS just now. The question says QRST, but the drawing has QRSP. But I think this P should be a T. So please note this error. The sides of the square QRSP above are bisected and the adjacent points are joined to form another square. The area of the new square is number 34. They say it is C, 162 millimeters squared. Okay, right. 18. Okay. So the answer is number 34C. It's number 34C. And basically, it's the inner square is half the area of the outer square. 35. In the diagram above, the circles and the curves are shown in their true shapes. The method of projection used is this oblique, trimetric, isometric, or orthographic? Number 35A, yes, of course, it's oblique. Number 36, in the ellipse above, which sum of distances is equal to AB? Which sum of distances is equal to AB? So I have F1C. So F1C is this line, plus F2C, which is this line. They have AC, which is this line, AC plus BC, F2C plus CD, and F1C plus CB. I think we all know the answer, but let's just double check. Number 36, yep, A. So it's the distance from the foci to C. If you add them up, you'll get the diameter or the large axis of the ellipse. 37. When designing a new product, which type of drawing is usually made first? Is it a scale drawing, a sketch? Is it detail? Or is it engineering? 37. B. So the first thing you do is you sketch. 38. The center of the circumscribing circle of a triangle can be found by using the three medians, bisectors of any two sides, bisectors of any two angles, perpendicular to any side, and a median. So number 38 is B, and I agree. You bisect two sides, which are basically chords in the circle, and you will get the center of the circle. 39. In a perspective drawing, all vertical lines have vanishing points, pierce the picture plane, are toward the point of sight, are parallel to the picture plane. 39D. All vertical lines are parallel to the picture plane. Number 40. The diagram above shows a method of constructing a tangent to a circle at a point, tangent at a point on an arc, circle passing through a given point, circle tangential to two converging lines. Number 40B, it's a tangent at a point on an arc. Tangent at a point Okay, so the point will be P. Okay, tangent at a point on an arc. Okay, got it. It's not a circle. Circle, nope. Okay, yeah. B is, B is the only answer that makes sense. Number 40B. 41. Which of the following scales would be used to produce the smallest drawing of a given object? You have 1 to 2, 1 to 1, 5 to 1, 10 to 1. Number 41, the answer is A. 1 to 2, this is correct. The drawing would be half the size of the object. Number 42, the figure above illustrates the start of a method of construction for drawing views of circles in perspective drawings, circles in isometric drawings, irregular curves in perspective drawings, irregular curves in orthographic drawings. Number 42B, yep. This is one of the construction methods for circles in isometric drawings. 43. Which of the following drawings represents a truncated prism? Truncated prism. So you have A, B, C, or D. And they say that the answer is A, and I agree. 43A. 44. On which of the following planes would the plan of an orthographic projection appear? Is it the profile? Is it the vertical? Is it auxiliary? Or is it horizontal? Which of the planes? 44D. The plan appears on the horizontal plane, and I agree. 45. Which of the following class of fire extinguishers can be used to put out an electrical fire? A, B, C, or D? 45. They say it is class C. Class C extinguisher. 46. In the drawing above, two arcs are drawn tangential to two circles of different radii. What are the lengths of EX and CY respectively? So this is EX and this is CY. They want to know what their lengths are. The larger of the two circles has a diameter of 70, which is a radius of 35, and the smaller has a radius of 25. Number 46, they say the answer is A. It is 75 and 80 respectively. This is for EX and CY. I need some time to think about it, but this is the answer they gave. They said number 46A. So we'll go with it. 47, the distance between the foci of an ellipse is 24 millimeters and the length of its minor axis is 18 millimeters. The length of its major axis in millimeters is 26, 28, 30, or 32. Number 47, the answer is C, 30. I cannot say I agree or disagree, but we'll just trust them. I wasn't able to calculate this. 48. The tolerance for a shaft 18 millimeters long is plus 0.055 and minus 0.063. What is the correct tolerance range? Now, tolerance refers to room for error, basically, right? So what's the correct tolerance range? They say 17.045 to 18.063, 17.055 to 18.063. 18.055 to 17.937, and 18.550 to 17.937. So you have to do some math here, right? The original length is 18. Number 48, the answer they say is C. So 18 plus 0.055 would give you 18.055, which makes sense. And minus, yeah, makes sense. 48C. 49. 3 circles of varying diameters which touch one another can be drawn if given their radii and a line, 2 circles and a point, the position of their centers, 3 points through which they pass. This is a good question. Number 49, B. B. If you give 2 lines and a point, then we can accomplish this. So number 49, B. Number 50, RS is a straight line. A line segment 25 millimeters long is marked. Exterior angles of 45 degrees are marked off at each end of the line segment. The 2 angled lines formed are 25 millimeters long. If this construction is continued until a closed figure is formed, the figure obtained is... Right, this question lost me a bit. It's kind of long, but you can always pause and read it over. So you have a pentagon, a hexagon, an octagon, or a nonagon. Number 50, the answer is C. They say an octagon, which is a 2-sided figure with 8. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. A 2-dimensional shape with 8 sides is an octagon. 51. The drawing above shows the development of a... So this is the drawing here. It's a pentagonal box with a lid. How many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 sides. A hexagonal box with a lid, a pentagonal box with a lid, or a hexagonal box without a lid? Good question. Number 51, they say it is D. Okay, that's fair. So it has 6 sides, so we know it's hexagonal. So it's either B for boy or D for dog. And the cover, this covering here is at the bottom. So this is the bottom of the box, but there's no lid. So D makes sense. 52. The elevations shown above are those of a square prism, square pyramid, triangular prism, hexagonal pyramid. I like questions like these, and I remember coming across this in a previous video. 52. D. It's a hexagonal pyramid. Hexagon means it has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense, yeah. 52D. 53. When a plane figure has a linear reduction only, the proportions are changed, proportions remain the same, dimensions remain the same, dimensions and proportions are changed. What is the answer? Number 53, B. Yep, the proportions remain the same. 54, which of the following drawings represents an ascribed circle? Is it A, B, C, or D? An ascribed circle. Number 54, the answer is A. And A makes sense. We have to note the difference between inscribed, circumscribed. So B would be circumscribed, and C would be inscribed, but A is ascribed. So please note that. 54A. 55, which is the first step that should be taken if a person receives an electric shock in our workshop. So this is a safety question. Turn off the source, activate the fire alarm, remove the person to safety, cover the person with a safety blanket. Some really good, it's a good question. 55B. Hold on, yeah. 55B. Person receives an electric shock in the workshop. Activate the fire alarm. I'm not sure. Receive. I'm not sure I agree with number 55. They say the answer is B for boy, which is to activate the fire alarm. But which of the if a person receives an electric shock in the workshop, for me, the first thing I would do is not activate the fire alarm. I would turn off the source. Is the first thing that I would do. Right? I don't know if this is an error or if they really think that you should activate the fire alarm. It's up to you to decide. 56. In the drawing above, which of the following is not true? All right, so this is the drawing. The line RM, so RM is equal to the line PR. So RM is equal to PR, okay? The line DR can be of any length. DR, okay? The angle PRM is equal to the angle RPM. Okay, the angle RMP is equal to the angle RPM. All right, I think I know what the answer is. Let's see what they say. 56. They said it's C, and I agree. The angle PRM is equal to the angle RPM. That could never be correct. So number 56, C. 57, a netball court has a length of 30 meters. A line representing this distance on a drawing measures 30 millimeters. All right. To what scale ratio is the line drawn? Is it 1 to 1,000, 1 to 500, 1 to 200, or 1 to 100? So we're going from millimeters to meters. And 57, they say it is A, and I agree. 58. Which of the following is true of the drawing above? The triangle EGH has been enlarged to a figure which is twice its area. EGH. Okay. The quadrilateral EFGH has been reduced to a figure having half of its area. EFGH. All right. The triangles EGH and FGH are equal in area. Okay, and the last one, the quadrilateral EFGH has been changed into a triangle of equal area. All right, I think I know what my answer is. 58C. Yep. This is the only one that makes sense. Number 58C. 59. Which of the following drawings indicates the correct method of constructing similar triangles? Similar triangles. All right, we have A, we have B, okay, we have C, and we have D. Very interesting question. 59C. Which of the following drawings indicates the correct method of constructing similar Triangles. This is a very interesting question. They say the answer is C. The triangles have the same shape and proportion. So I guess that makes them similar. They are clearly not the same size, however. So this line CB is parallel to this line, and AC is parallel to this line, and they share the same base. Very interesting question. They say C. I'm not in a position to argue with them, so we'll go with it. And number 60 refers to the three views. This is view 1, view 2, and view 3. The question says, the figures above show three views of a block. The front elevation, the end view, and the plan respectively are... Oh, okay. So they want us to guess which view is which. All right, cool. So is it 1, 3, and 2? So front, end, and plan. So this is 1. This is 3 here. And this is plan. All right. Okay, let's just see what the answer is. They say it's C, which is 2, 3, and 1. 2 does look more like a front elevation, either 2 or 3. 3 for end view, also known as the side elevation. I can see that if you're looking at the front from the right hand side. Yeah. And this is the plan. 1 is the plan. Yeah. C makes sense. All right. Now this brings us to the end of our sample paper provided by CXC. It's in the syllabus. You can access these in any syllabus for any subject. And these are the answers that they give. I hope that this video is very beneficial to you and that you learned, and all the best in your exams.